Hey guys, it's Tina and welcome to the Qweendom. I'm a little quiet today because the little girls are upstairs napping. So today, of course, you guys see me sitting down. I'm not running all around and pumping and doing the most. So today is going to be a sit down video. And today's video is going to be about how to be successful in college while you're a mom. Okay, so as many of you know, I'm a mom. Ta-da, right? I'm a mom of 4. So I have a 16-year-old, almost 15-year-old. Bailey will be 2 this month, and Bryn will be 1 in May. So I have 4 kids. My oldest is my son, and then I have 3 girls. So I guess I'll give you guys a little background and just tell you how I have continued to push forward and push through and be successful in school ultimately. And I am in my nursing program at my school at this point. So, you know, as a mom, as a woman, we have a lot of different struggles. But I have found and I'm learning and have learned that being honest about what your struggles are, whether they're personal, professional, or even if they're in school, I'm learning to be honest with myself about them, and to not only be honest with myself about them, but to push past them and push through them, and to seek any kind of help that I might need. Okay, so I am in, I guess I would be considered maybe a junior at my school, in my school's nursing program, and I attend school part-time. And both of the jobs that I have are part-time jobs because I don't want to overwhelm myself. I mean, you know, everybody knows that us moms, a lot of us work full-time, whether it be during the day, overnight. Like, guys, I used to work overnight and go to school, which was a whole nother thing. And then I had to switch my schedule to the schedule that I have now. Working part-time at the first job as well as part-time at the second job, and it works for me. I'm able to do part-time for school because I know that trying to do full-time will be way too much, as well as being a mother to 4 children, having, you know, a relationship and different obligations outside of my home that are not associated with work or the kids. It's a lot. So I found that as a mom, I have to do non-traditional things in order to be successful. I'll speak about myself specifically. I am by nature a person who likes to have a physical book. So I guess I'm going to give you guys an example really quickly. So I am one of the people that you would see walk around with a physical book. This is the Shredded Pharmacology book from last semester that you guys might have seen. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, gotta reposition a little better lighting. So I'm a person who likes physical books. So this is a physical book that, you know, you open the book up and you study and highlight and all of that kind of stuff. So probably because I am, dare I say the phrase, old school, I'm a person who likes physical books, physical things. I like to hold it. That's what I'm used to. I grew up reading physical books. I grew up reading books. I grew up with textbooks. I grew up with, you know, just those type of things. Magazines that I held, that you hold in your hand, and you be patient and you take your time and you read, and, you know, along the course in life, of course, that's taught me multiple things. And that's just how I learned. More than anything, probably because of the 80s, the era that I grew up in. As a mom, I have learned to switch it up a bit. I don't know whether it's that I've learned it or whether I didn't have any other option. Textbooks that are associated with colleges, even high school, sometimes have websites that are associated with them. So I'm going to show you guys really quickly. So this is the Patho book. This website right here, come on now, Davis Advantage, comes with an access code. So a lot of the books are associated with websites, and I will let you all know A lot of times if you buy a used book, which I do most of the time, a lot of times when you buy a used book, you can go to the website, but it's telling you about an access code. Let me show you the access code too, right? I'm completely out of line. So if you buy a used book, you can definitely go onto the website. You can go onto the website, and this is an example. This is an example of the access code that will allow you to take advantage of additional tools that are associated with your books in school. But if you buy a used book, most of the time, whoever you got the book from, or vendor or whatever, Amazon or whoever, the code has already been used. So a lot of times you have to finagle your way into still being able to access it. But what I will say, so I'm just going to show you guys. So I'm just going to show you guys the inside of this specific book, which is my book from last semester, this pathophysiology book. So just like I said, in the front flap, a lot of times your access code is there, as well as the information for you to access the website that is associated with the book. So if you do buy a used book and the access code has already been used, sometimes you can go on the website, which I'm going to show you guys in a moment. Sometimes you can go, a lot of times you can go on the website and buy the access code separately. A lot of times the websites that are associated with books, even if you buy a used book, you can go to the website and buy the actual access code so that you can still access things. I will say a lot of times since I've been in college, I've noticed that when I do buy the used books, I don't always buy the access code. Sometimes I reach out to the instructor and just say, hey, you know, I'm a struggling college student, because that's the phrase we use. I'm a struggling college student, and I bought my book used. Like, you know, what are your suggestions on how I can still be successful in the class? And a lot of times they'll create I guess like they'll create a class, sort of kind of like a virtual class online that's associated with this book, and the website that's associated with the book, where students can also go and, like, you know, get study material, take like practice tests, not tests that you're going to take in class and be graded in most cases, but practice tests. And for every chapter, a lot of times that you go through, it'll be practice information, whether it's practice questions or whatever associated with each specific chapter as well. So I'll show you guys this. So this is, you all see, David's Advantage for pathophysiology. It says your personalized learning plan. So here is the information. You get the David's Advantage pathophysiology. It tells you, well, it tells you the website there, and click and log in, enter the access code and all of that kind of stuff. What I will say, and then I'll show you. So see how each chapter has, you know, a specific title. Most times, once you go on the website, see, here we go. This is the information that I was looking for right here. So it tells you to go on the website, and you'll have assignments listed. It says the first screen you'll see when you log in, it lists assignments made by the instructor, and they are specific to each chapter, and you can take tests. Then they do pre-assessments as well. Then it personalizes your learning plan if you choose for it to. And then you do interactive learning. So what you see here is an example of an actual video that you will watch on the types of diabetes and diagnosis. This is key players and glucose regulation, glucose uptake. So it will be an actual video that you play from the website that you saw a couple of seconds ago. And then it will give you questions to answer. So this is like a case study, sort of like, So this is like a case study that is asked of you after you watch the video. And depending on what you choose, because you see that green, it tells you whether you're correct or incorrect. And then it lists what was actually incorrect there, and then you can go into the next one. I'm telling you guys. And then it does a post-assessment. And as you go through the post-assessment, it'll let you know how many you got correct and how many you got incorrect. And then your results are listed as well. What I will say is, what I will say is, these websites associated with the textbooks that you get from your school library, Amazon, Shag, whoever, eBay, or whoever the case may be, I'm telling you. This pathophysiology book that you see here, I took this class more than one time. The first time I took the class, once you're in a nursing program at most schools, my school at least, you have to have at least a 75 to pass. First time that I took pathophysiology, I got a 74.5. I know so many people are like, oh my God, they could have gave you the 0.5 points. Listen, no. When anything has to do with nursing school, they're not giving you anything. You're going to work hard. You're going to study hard. You're going to be having dreams and nightmares about this kind of stuff. So I earned exactly what I got. So I made sure the next time I have to do something different. So the first time I took patho, I got a 74.5. And in my school, since it wasn't a 75%, it was considered a D. When in most cases, it would have been a C, but it wasn't. Took the class again, and I was able to pass this class the second time around because I used that access code. I was on this website. I was taking tests over and over and over again. I was taking the pre-assessments, looking at the results, reading rationales and everything. So my first tip would be to definitely use your resources, whether it is tutoring at your school, reaching out to your instructor and asking them what they think you need to do, the website that's associated with your book, if that is an option. There's so many options out there that aren't going to incur additional money, because when you're a mom and you're a college student, it is not easy. Yeah, that website, I was able to take the pre-tests and the assessments over and over. It wasn't like a you take it one time type of thing and then you just didn't take it anymore. I took them multiple times. And another tip, get a study group. Me, myself, I have become more of an extrovert, but by nature I'm an introvert. I am not one of the people that as soon as you see them, you're like, oh my God, hey girl, what's going on? That's not really me. I'm more of the laid back type when I want to be, but I have learned to be more of an extrovert because that's how you get stuff done. It's as simple as that. You can't just sit and sit in the corner and just be chilling and maxing and relaxing in all cases. So I've learned to be an extrovert. I'm comfortable in both positions, but you have to get a study group. You have to get a study group. I remember when I first started college a couple of years ago and they kept on pushing a study group. You're going to be, I was like, I don't want to work with nobody. I want to do my own work. I don't like working with, I like working with groups because I don't always go well. A lot of times, for some reason, I'm the leader. I got to take the lead. I got to do most of the work while somebody else is like, yeah, Tina got it. We good. And I'm turning in the grade and I done did 90, let me not lie. I done did 80% of the work and another person in my group might have done 20 depending on how many people in the group. I was always like, these people is tripping. I don't know what they talking about. So I will tell you all, the first time that I took patho, and I failed a couple of other college courses. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. First time that I took patho, definitely didn't have a study group. I felt as if I didn't have the time, and I only had 2 children then, so just imagine. I had 3 when I took patho. I was pregnant with Bryn, so hello. Yeah, did I have a study group the first time? Oh God, yeah, I didn't. So the second go around, I made sure that I got a study group. And I will say, the ladies keep up with, and I want to let you guys know, although I'm in the nursing program, everything that I'm saying applies to any college course that you take. Any textbook that you have, you can go to the website and the access code and all of this kind of stuff. So it's not just specific to nursing students. I guess what I'll try to do is do one video on my student mom nursing, student mom series at least once a week. So this is the first video of many, just like I said. In a couple of the next videos, I'll let you know apps that I use that have helped me tremendously to be successful in my college courses, as well as what I do on my own since I'm a mom. And just like I said, I don't always have time to do reading a physical book. As usual, thank you guys so very much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If any of you are student moms. Let me know how you study, how you're doing in college, what year you're in, what you're majoring in. And let's encourage each other on this journey, because it's all about success. It's all about pushing. It's all about legacy building. That has been my phrase for at least like the last year and a half. And I know that I just don't say it just to say it. It's all about legacy building, trying to leave something for our children to be proud of. Not to say that they aren't proud of us, but everything doesn't always have to be a struggle. Everything doesn't always have to be, oh, I'm working so hard. And you know, it don't always have to be that. Once you find your niche, whether it has to do with studying, being an amazing mom, being an amazing stay-at-home mom, being an amazing wife, mediocre, whatever you want to call it, whatever fits, whatever works for you, then you continue to work it until the wheels fall off. Hey, hey, hey. So just like I said, I will see you guys in the next one. I hope your day is going as well as mine. So I hope you guys have a 50-degree weather day like we do today. All right, guys. Later.